The entire planetary future and your entire life relies on this one thing, and that is frequency. And I'm going to share some scientific facts about the planetary frequency and what's happening with it, how it's affecting us right now, and how you can work with it to go into something really amazing. Get ready. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears, live an amazing life. That's a frequency. We have to talk about frequencies today. I want you to understand it. You know what this is. We all know what this is. Often people say, this is nothing new. Yeah, exactly. It's not. So why aren't we paying attention to it? Why aren't we using these powers that we have to manifest anything, to raise our frequency, to feel differently? Raise our immune systems. The frequency of the planet has gone up considerably. I want to share with you exactly what's happened to it, how it's affecting us, and how we can actually change the entire planet and contribute toward the raising of the frequency. And that's where a new earth comes in. This is the new earth that we have been talking about, referring to, and it's happening right now. And we have proof from scientific writings to Harvard studies. I'm going to share some information with you right now. If you know what the Schumann resonance is, it is the actual documented frequency of the planet, which has been 7.8 hertz until 3 years ago, when it spiked up to as high as 15 to 25 hertz. What does that mean? And I'm going to read this to you. Recently, the Schumann resonance has reached frequencies of 36 hertz plus for the first time in recorded history. It's a big deal. The Earth is rapidly shifting into her vibration. So scientists tell us that not only is the frequency of the Earth changing, she's evolving, she's ascending, but changes in the entire solar system and the sun itself have taken place that are directly affecting us. You're feeling this. We all are. Why? Because we have our own frequency. The human body resonates at about 5 hertz, and in the last few years has increased to as high as 10 hertz. But this is an individual thing also for you. What does that mean? I'm going to read this from a scientific magazine. When we're out of sync with the Earth's resonancy, the Schumann resonance, we begin to exhibit signs of discomfort from anxiety, insomnia, illness, suppressed immune systems. And then it's been discovered that when humans are in sync with 7.83 hertz, the body is able to heal and increase its vitality. That was written in 2018. So the planet is changing. The frequency is changing, the planet itself. And some scholars believe that humans, when acting on a collective consciousness level, can affect the structure of the magnetic field. Yes, we are. So what does that mean for us? When you change your frequency, manifesting anything, all the things that I teach, you can control that. How you manifest, what you're doing, what you believe about everything in your life. And it actually affects the quantum field, which then directly responds to you. It and you are one. So here's what's happening. Within your manifesting, you can manifest on a lower frequency or a higher one. What does that mean? We just heard that health and vitality, healing takes place on a higher frequency. Hertz, right? 7.83 or above. Then we go into different things. So when we talk about a new earth and if she's going to go with or without us, if you're not resonating with her and you're on a different frequency, you won't be going with her. And we also know that we live in multiple dimensions. This is true. And some people actually function in other dimensions and see things in other dimensions while we're here in the third dimension. You can do this too. As the frequency of the planet raises and affects us, we are experiencing different things. This is why psychic abilities, physical things are going on that are unexplainable. That's because the frequency is directly affecting us. Now, you can independently not only contribute to the planetary shift into a higher frequency, but you can change everything in your life to go into a space that is so amazing and access things in other dimensions, in addition to your health, well-being, and others. Because as we've learned, your DNA is affected by your thoughts, your beliefs, which is your frequency, and thus affects everybody else's DNA. Those around you actually change for the better when you're in a higher frequency. So when we're on a low frequency and we're talking about negativity, criticizing, judging each other, we send out that negative lower hertz. But that doesn't mean that you have to accept those lower frequencies from other people. You can raise yours and participate in the higher frequency of the planet, the new Earth. Now, what's going to happen today if you start working on this? Ask yourself every minute, what's my frequency? It's a thought. Is it a lower thought? Is it a negative thought? Is it a judgmental thought? Is it a thought of separation? They're the problem, right? We're always pointing fingers at other people. If you can be in a place of love, and scholars said love actually raises the frequency of you, the body, and affects the planet. And that the Schumann resonance, as we know through meditations that have been taking place lately, have directly affected the planetary frequency. We are taking her into ascension. Everything is energy and has its own frequency. The sun has changed. It has directly been affecting us, and it goes through cycles. But here's what somebody asked me, well, if that happens, then we don't have a choice. But yes, we do. Every time we go through these cycles, we have a choice to take it to a higher level or to allow it to affect us in a negative way and go to the lower frequency. It is an individual choice. So this is exciting stuff because the entire future of the planet right now is ready to go to something really amazing. And this is science, and scholars agree. And it's been proven when you talk to your plants, how they react. Everything is reacting to us. So when you go into a positive, higher frequency, you can literally change your life right now, this very moment. You can go into that higher frequency where your entire body is going to react to you, where your immune system is going to be boosted, where those around you will be healthier. At least they're going to have those effects if they choose to accept them. You can change the entire planet right now. And what happens when we go in a higher frequency is we become abundant, giving, loving, happy people. The anxiety and all the things that I just mentioned earlier subside because that's a lower frequency. So I want you to think of everything. Why am I feeling this way? Why do I have these feelings? Things around you are affecting you, and you individually can choose to go into the higher frequency. So you must make that effort. You can't just allow everything to affect you physically and your own individual energy field, because you do have free will to change it. Right now, you can contribute toward the ascension of the planet and your own, to go into enlightenment, to go into a space where all of these things going on around you aren't a problem. They're actually just the dissolving of a world that didn't work. That's what's happening right now. So when the planet is in a higher frequency, she's not resonating with these other things. They will dissolve. So it's like you, when you go in a higher frequency, you're no longer participating in lower frequency activities or with people in lower frequencies. They're not even in your space anymore. This is how you can change your life today. This is how all these things going on around you don't have to be a problem. This is how we can see that change is very uncomfortable, but it's necessary for us to go into the new earth. Are you ready to go into the new earth? This is all science. It's real. It's documented. It's happening. Work with it. Choose it. And allow yourself to become that awakened person and feel that beautiful frequency going through your body. Go with it. Don't be surprised of what shows up or what you start seeing or what you start experiencing. open up to all of the things that are out there that we just don't see in the third dimension. When you go into the higher one, all bets are off. Everything is possible. I just taught a class called Shift into Miracles, and we directly address this. If you'd like to take the 3-hour class, master class, it is a recording that you can watch unlimited for an entire year. You can click down here and get that course. I give you a discount code down there. We talk about how this all works, how it helps you to manifest the things in your life that you desire. What's the difference between manifesting from a high frequency versus a low one, and how you can start using this today to completely change your life and contribute to the planetary shift that's happening right now. You're whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. And as usual, if you're wondering what this is a free workshop on how to get the skills to create online businesses from whatever you want to do, or if you don't have products or services. So if you want to join us there, a lot of cool things happening, a really cool special going on right now. There are all kinds of opportunities for you. Expand into them. Blessings to you, my friend. Love, health, wealth, and most of all, peace and awakening. Namaste.